Hey guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. So I I do whenever I get like so much energy at once, so much information coming in at once, a lot of things coming in, and I don't understand this camera. It's way too I gotta figure out how to use this camera with like zoom out, zoom in. It's like all up in my grow piece. I don't understand it. But okay. Anyway, so okay. So I was getting a lot of messages tonight, and one of the things I kept feeling for everybody is like pressure, 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 pressure. So a lot of you are feeling pressured, or you're feeling like you need to do things a specific way or a certain way. Okay. All right. Honey bun, my mind has been blown. So I realized something. I had obviously whenever people I speak to people, God brought me a great friend I could talk to about how I feel, and she feels a lot like me, and other people I could connect with in other ways, but specifically one person. And because of it, I had a revelation, and I obviously started realizing one of my biggest powers, or like gifts, you want to call, so you call it a superpower because it is kind of a superpower, right? Is getting people out of darkness. Like, so if somebody is like, usually when people come to me either for a reading or they come to me like something calls them to come to me, it's usually because they need to be pulled out of some kind of dark um like a dark vibration that they're experiencing at the moment. So like maybe they're going through a big shift or a big change in their life, and like they're being called to like come to me. Like a lot of times when clients come to me, this is, I'm telling you this for a reason, a lot of times when clients come to me, usually they'll be like, something told me to like to book you, like I was drawn to your energy and all that stuff. And I'm like, yeah, because spirit works like that. Spirit works through us like that. There we go with the number 33. Again, when you start seeing the number 33 and 11, it means you're ready to work for God. So spirit works through us, right? So what would happen is, for instance, like somebody needs help with something, right? And they don't know who to turn to, like spirit will literally bring them towards me. Like, did you see that orb right there? That door just opened all the way up that much by itself. And there's air here, but none over there. So I find it interesting. Okay. So anyway, the many things that I've been experiencing lately, especially lately, it's been very high vibrational energy, a lot of energy happening, a lot of things happening. One of the greatest things that I've discovered about myself is that my ability to pull people out of darkness, which is why a lot of times when people book me for a reading, they don't need to come back to me a second time. They'll have like questions and they'll come back to me, but I'm realizing my powers and my gifts, excuse me, my gifts. Now, another thing that I want to say is that I also know completely that I was alive in a time of Atlantis and Lemuria, which is why I'm always drawn to watching it. And one of the reasons I'm speaking about that is because I I'm getting hit in the head here really, really hard right now. Okay. Now again, there's something that I needed to say tonight, and let the energy just come in, because so I do understand completely that I'm a part of like ancient Lemuria, ancient Atlantis. The Atlanteans, you know what happened with the Atlanteans? They got too ambitious and started to overcreate things that were too advanced, and the occult was getting out of control, and it was just out of control. And I've been a part of that, which is why one of the reasons I do not want to I do not do spells in this lifetime, is because I guess whatever spells I was doing in a past life were very powerful, and it was creating chaos. And because, they say magic is chaos, because really it is. Because if things are supposed to be the way they are in order, and you're doing magic, you're kind of taking things out of order, right? So if you're sitting around creating magic, if it's supposed to be one way and you're changing that, then that's kind of essentially fucking with the universe. Am I correct or am I incorrect? You're going against the universal laws. Because if everything has a natural order and people are doing spells to shift that order and to change it, when we say spells, manifestation spells, they're totally different. Like you manifest something into your life because for the greater good. When you do things, one thing I want to tell you guys, the spirit has been leading me to say, when you do things, when you manifest things, when you want to create things, when you want things in life, when you are doing it for the greater good of humanity, not just yourself, spirit will have your back 1,000%. But if you're doing shit because it's for your own good, and I want that house and I need that car, I need that money, then I can tell you that yes, you do receive gifts from the dark side too. The darkness gives gifts too, 100%. But the darkness always wants something in return. And also, usually that kind of gift doesn't last too long. It's not like long running. I've learned this with my spirit guides, and they'll tell me over and over again, I know that you need this and you need that, but give us time, because if we don't take time, then we're essentially not going to be the ones who give it to you, and you're going to get it. And it's going to be like it was before. And by when I say what it was before is, if anybody knows, you don't know, but I know I had pretty much everything I wanted, blah, blah, blah. And it went so fast. Like I had it and I lost it, and I had it again and I lost it. But that's because I was receiving it from an energetic source that was not of the light. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to tell you guys, when you want things, material things, money, cars, houses, and you will do anything to get that, like literally anything, then that's like that, the whole concept of selling your soul to the devil. That whole concept comes from that whole, I'm looking at the comments a little bit here and there. That whole concept, selling your soul to the devil, essentially means that you have said, I'll do anything to get this, anything. And when you do that, when you say you'll do anything to get something, then you're talking about something that is not for your highest good and for the greater good of humanity. Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you? That, like, I'm trying to explain it to you in that way, so you understand when you want something, you have to manifest it in a divine time kind of order. Oh, the North Node. I think the North Node says it's a witch in my past life. I'm a male and I was born male, but I was Yakuza and was etc. crazy and cursed by a witch. Oh, wow. And sorry to be ranting. No, don't be sorry. Once I get back to work, I'm paying for my readings. You are so therapeutic for me. Thank you, Mascati. I've surrendered in different aspects. Yes. Hope this video can be saved. It's always saved. My videos are always saved. I want to tell you guys the reason why I'm saying this to you. Okay. Brandy says, I must have needed to see this. I do not think ever that people watch a video of mine if they weren't meant to watch it. A lot of times people that never even looked at things like this will watch a video of mine and be like, I don't know what the fuck you said in that, but okay. Lately, I've been getting a lot of messages like, yo, I don't know what you did, but ever since that FaceTime call with you, or that reading with you, or that session with you, something inside of me just like, it's like you broke a spell or something. That's one of my gifts, to break you out of a spell. Like, if you were living in a world of illusions and confusions, one of my powers that I consider, a superpower, because to break a spell and not even know, I don't even come at the people and be like, you have a spell, you've been cursed. Never have I ever, and never will I ever say something like that. Ask anybody who's ever got a reading from me. I've never been like, oh, honey, you got a curse on you and I need to break that curse and, buy my candles and pay me. No. Because let me just, I'm going to make this fucking clear for everybody here. Yes, we got a lot of people that do voodoo and they do Santeria and all that stuff. I get it. In their world, that is true in every form. And they might have put a spell on you or a curse on you thousands of years ago, but it's an illusion. You see what I'm saying? It's an illusion that we're carrying forward. Spirit guides, can you please direct me with this? Because I always struggle with this. I know that spells worked at one point in life, but I feel like here's how, let me see. I feel like when it comes to spells, spirit guides, God, what's up with them? Again, I'm hearing they are not in line with the universal law. They are not in line with the universal law. Like, they do not adhere with universal law. They do not adhere with universal laws. So anything you do that goes against the laws, the universal laws, you're thereby attracting that back to you. So if a person thinks they're putting a spell on you, actually, they're putting a spell on themselves. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Do you understand what I'm saying to you, right? If a person's putting a spell on you, they're essentially putting a spell on themselves. You get it? Can that spell be broken, Flo, when someone has done a spell on someone or something? Oh, that can it be broken? Yeah, by just dispelling the illusion that you're under a spell. For instance, I've had clients come to me and be like, Flo, am I under a spell because I feel like I'm cursed? I'm like, no, you're not. It's not that at all. It's just a cycle that you've been repeating and you can't seem to get yourself out of it. And there's something that you're holding on to. And that, guess what? From that day, they're like, they walk around feeling good, feeling free. You know why? Because someone who's an energy worker, a mystic, an occult, a deep diver in occultism has just told them, no, I don't feel that at all. I mean, can there be dark energies maybe sent or placed into your life? Yes. But again, whether we want to believe it or not, I truly, truly have to tell you what I'm hearing is breaking cycles is so freeing. So what I want to say is that when you have an illusory, is that the word? It's like a placement inside of your consciousness that says that nothing goes right for me. I must be cursed because nothing's going right for me. And it's like we're looking for that one person to blame and this and that. Now we're talking about sorcerers and wizards and all that. Listen, those people did exist a long time ago. They really did. And I'm pretty sure somewhere out there they are. But again, it's like, how can I explain this to you? If you're not in that world and you're not like in the world, right? If you are a type of person who goes home and does spells on other people, then you believe a spell was done on you, you're in the spell world. I am not in the spell world in this lifetime for a reason, because I can remember what it's done in a past life and how it created chaos and harm and hurt towards other people. Now, if you're doing a spell to like bring healing and stuff like that, it's not a spell. You're initially healing a person through your intentions. Intentions are a different state of totally different thing. So what I want to say is, if we could stop looking at the concept of magic and occultism as spells and witchery and all that stuff, and we could see it as like a connection to spirit, a connection. Ooh, I just smelled something. What was that? It was like bread or cornbread. If we could stop looking at this as like magic and they're gonna put a spell on me, and look, if we could look at it as connection to spirit, which is essentially ourselves. We are spirit in a body, right? We are spirit in a body, and we are made of spirit and energy. This matter form of the body that you see, this is just a form that you took on to manipulate energy that you still might be carrying from a past life. For instance, a lot of people have past life love issues, past life energetic frequencies that are still attached to them because it's not you. Listen here, big message for you guys. Pay close attention to this because this is an important one. A lot of you have spiritual matter, frequency, and energy still attached to you, not you to them, because you're unaware of the past life stuff. You don't remember that. But you might be subconsciously, because it might block you from finding love. There goes the connection between this is a spell and this is not a spell. So a lot of you will feel like, I have something that's blocking me from love, right? Something that's stopping me from love. But really, it could be possibly that a person from a past life, it could be, I'm hearing centuries, hundreds, thousands of years ago, could still be holding on to something that you guys had. It might have been a powerful connection, a love, Oh, yep. Something that was so, oh, this was like I'm hearing like Romeo and Juliet type of shit. Like I'm going to channel, and a lot of these messages will be for you guys. So just pay attention to what I'm saying, because spirit is giving it, they're giving it to me hot and heavy right now. A lot of you could have had that kind of like Romeo, like Mark Antony and Cleopatra. Like if you look at that love, like Julius Caesar, Mark Antony, and Cleopatra, this is the greatest love triangle story you will hear ever. She went, and because she needed to save her Egypt, she did the one thing that Egypt did not want to do, which was go to Greek and beg the Romans to help her, because she had to initially kill her brother, her sister. Just listen, there's a reason I'm talking about this. She had to kill her brother, her sister, in order to take the crown. Her little brother, supposedly she got him drowned in the river. We don't know the details, right? We don't know. But she did all of that, and then to save Egypt, she sacrificed these things to save a whole nation, a whole empire. So she went to Caesar and got him to be, which they say she wasn't the greatest beauty in the world, but somehow or another, her charm and her wits and her wisdom got Caesar to fall in love, and Caesar and her fall in love. And he's madly in love with her, to the point where he kind of leaves his empire behind and like goes to Egypt, and everybody's like, what the fuck is Caesar? Oh, and then eventually he gets killed over it, because they think he betrayed them, and he went. And then she gets Mark Antony, and they fall madly in love, head over heels. But she was too ambitious. Shit got crazy, and basically she got 2 men killed over her, and the countless of thousands of people that died over that. My point is, I was born by the river. Ooh, change gonna come. I love that song. So I'm telling you, this is the kind of love situations. You might see yourself here in this body, and I'm just this small little person and blah, blah, blah. What I'm trying to send out to you right now is that maybe, just maybe, the reason why so many of these love connections or these issues that you had, it's not that they're not working out because you're being punished. Maybe you had such an incredible type of romance or love or life in the past that none of it is matching up to what you're doing right now. And so you feel unfulfilled because your lives in the past were insane. Somebody told me, I porcelain, she goes, I think that was my past life. I lived in a castle in the sky in my past life. Oh, I lived in the sky. I actually lived in the sky. I ate at restaurants that were in the sky. I've seen them in my dreams. And then we come here in this body, in this matter, and we go, wait, what the fuck is this shit? Like nothing's matching up. And so we don't feel fulfilled because we can't experience what we've experienced in those lifetimes. But that's the point, right? Every lifetime is supposed to be different from the other to teach you other lessons that you chose to learn. Because when we are in this moment, we are choosing to live this. This is why so many of you that maybe you feel like, oh, how come I can't make it in this? And I know I have to do this, and you don't. Maybe it's not that you had to make it in this lifetime to do that. For instance, if somebody is a singer, right? I know one person in particular. I knew her since she was a little kid. And she would tell me all the time, I know I'm supposed to be a singer, but for some reason, I just can't break out of it. It's like I can't write my own music. I don't know, something. And I told her, have you ever thought that maybe you're not supposed to be doing that in this lifetime? Like maybe you were a famous person in a past life and you just feel like you're not reaching up to that level. Maybe you're just supposed to create and enjoy yourself. And she looked at me and goes, holy shit, I never thought about that. I'm like, yeah, you probably were a famous singer in a past life. And now you're kind of, I don't know what that beeping is. And now you're kind of like feeling like I can't reach that level anymore. And that's why so many of us feel like, one of the things that I've learned that has really helped me is I don't have a set goal anymore. I don't have this is where I need to be. in 10 years. Like, I don't think like that anymore. Oh, it's probably my oven or something. I don't look at it like this is where I need to be in 10 years anymore. I see life like this now. I'm here in this lifetime. I'm here to experience things, and I'm going to experience things the way I'm meant to experience them in the time I'm meant to experience them. And instead of putting pressure on myself and going, well, this isn't working out, why did, which I tended to do a lot, especially, yeah, strong connection with Egypt, which is what I tended to do a lot in a lot of my life, is just like try to like reach I have to be like this. I don't have to be anything. I choose to look towards that dream and see it in front of me and go, well, that would be great, right? To be able to reach that level of comfort or peace, or however you want to view your goals to ascending, which is basically ascending, right? Because when you're on one level, you're trying to reach other levels. So you're basically like, you're almost, sometimes you're testing your own resolve. Like, what can I do? How can I be better? Right? Because I'm always working on how I can be better at things, but it's not the kind of better where I pressure myself into, if I don't accomplish that, I failed. There's no failure with me. And I don't win and I don't fail anymore. Because I used to be like, oh, I just won. Look at me. I'm better than you. I win. Now there's no winning for me and there's no failure. And it has taken so much pressure out of my life to not see myself ever as winning or failing. This is not me doing great and this is not me doing bad. This just is. It just is. I'm not doing amazing. I'm not doing bad. I'm just doing. I'm doing. And sometimes not doing is exactly what is going to lead you to doing. Let go of the need to possess things and not own things, and you'll never lose anything. If today you're not like, well, that's my house, that's my car, those are my clothes, and that's my phone. If none of these things are your possessions, when it gets lost, for instance, or just happens to, like, you lose your phone or your purse, you're not going to be like, my fucking phone, my fucking purse. Remember those days? I remember those days. I lost the key to my old ass Benz, my 97 Benz, which is still a classic. Okay. Princess Di was in that car. She actually died in that car. But the fuck? I lost my key. Now that key, just getting that, it'd be like $450. It doesn't matter what year the Benz is, it's always like $450. The old back in the day me, the unhealed, that's my key in my car, would have flipped out. This me stood very, very calm. I went home that night and I said, it'll turn up. It has to be somewhere. I called the movie theater. Just so happened I dropped it in between the seats because I don't own or possess anything. Do you understand? When you own things, when you're like, that's mine. Oh, she got a car. Oh, I got a house. Those types of people, they are in possession mode. Like everything's a possession. That's my boyfriend. That's my husband. That's my best friend. That's a best friend. That's a boyfriend. That's a husband. If we see things that way, there would be no jealousy, no envy, because you don't possess those things. No possession means I don't own it, so I can't lose it. Which is why today, if a relationship comes towards me and it doesn't work out, it wouldn't affect me the way it did in the past, where I would 3, 4, 5, 6 days, maybe cry a little bit. I get over shit quickly, but there's always something, right? Okay, there's always something. So everything that you feel like you own, you're going to lose that. And you're going to be sad when you lose it. So when you're in a relationship, instead of seeing this person as your boyfriend, your girlfriend, maybe look at them as just like somebody who came into your life right now for a reason. And you're going to, see what happens and where it goes and how this plays out. Because we got a lot of people out here in relationships and they're like, well, when are you going to marry me? If you don't marry me. And then that pressure gets built up. And then a lot of those people end up breaking up because they can't stand the pressure instead of just allowing the energy to flow. Because I don't know who made up this rule. Like when you're with somebody, they have to marry you. I don't know who made that rule up. Why do I have to marry you? Because I'm with you. I'm not saying that marriage is a bad thing. I think it's a beautiful thing, whatever. But what I'm saying is when we pressure the society, look at me. anything that you see in society that is being pushed upon us, think about it for a second. Just think about that for 1 second. You are somebody. You're Florina the Great. Thank you. I don't know how I'm feeling this new camera though. Like, how's the sound? Because it doesn't have speakers on it. Anyway, what I'm saying is, this is the point that I'm trying to make, is that we have a lot of people pressuring us to want to feel like it is narcissistic, right? If you think about society, society's a narcissist. People want to talk about narcissistic behaviors. Society and the expectations and the programming that's placed upon us, that's narcissistic. Like, if you don't do this, you're not doing that, so you're not good enough. You're not married? Wait, you're not married? Oh, something's wrong with you. There's got to be something wrong with you. Wait, you're 29, 30, you don't have a baby yet? What's wrong with you? Oh, he didn't buy you a ring, girl. What's wrong with you? I got my ring. Okay. If you think that fucking ring makes a relationship, bitch, you are seriously delusional. Because I know people that are in relationships, happy, fulfilled relationships, and they don't got no rings, no weddings, no none of that. All this shit about people, you're broke and you're trying to throw a wedding that's gonna leave you in debt for another $40,000. Where is the, make it make sense to me. People will cry over a football game, but people will pay $200 for a football game ticket, but not donate $5 to somebody who's starving. Just make it make real sense to me. I was watching a commercial. Oh my God. I was watching a commercial, bitch, for the Cowboys or whoever the fuck was playing football. And the people in the crowd were crying because their team lost. Sorry. They were crying because their football team lost. Can you listen to just hear me for one? Because a football team lost. Are you kidding me? Are you joking me? Does that make sense to anybody that people will cry? You're crying over a football team that lost? Oh my God, you're a grown-ass man. One bitch was in the crowd. Cowboys hat, Cowboys sweater, Cowboys jacket, Cowboys fucking dick on her forehead, Cowboys fucking cock in her mouth. And she's just like, I'm like, I'm sorry. The level of ridiculousness, I couldn't stop laughing. She's crying, I'm cracking the fuck up. Anyway, the point is, bah, I like that laugh right there. The point is, the level of stupidity that's programmed into us, you know, it's like the movie Idiocracy. Like, in the future, everybody's standing in Starbucks and one cup of coffee is like $1,572,000 or something like that, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's what idiocracy is. It's like the stupidity that's programmed into us, and that we think it's like normal behavior. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's normal behavior. Like for girls, like to be like crazy psycho over their man, like looking at a picture, or like, you know, you see those TikTok videos. Yeah, they're funny, but in reality, if that's really happening and you're like, babe, like this girl's trying to hit on me at Target, that one thing they do, and she runs up, where is that bitch? Really? It's funny to watch on video, but in reality, if someone I'm dating runs over to me, is like, where's that motherfucker? I'm gonna be like, oh boy, are you okay? Like, that's the level of unhealedness it takes to get that angry over another person looking at you, smiling at you, like even dancing at. I don't know where this shit came from with relationships where we're like not allowed to have other friends. Like, I've been friends with guys in relationships, and nowhere in my fucking eye, third eye, fourth, fifth, or sixth, did I ever look at them like, I want to fuck you, but my boyfriend's at home. It was just like, yo, what's up, dude? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Like, And just like they couldn't understand the concept of it. You have a male friend, you must be fucking him. He must want to fuck you. Maybe he does. Maybe I even might look at them like they're good looking, and maybe I have thought about fucking them. Does that mean that I'm going to fuck them? I mean, what kind of people are in this world that we all think that everybody has to, like, you're walking with your husband and he just so happens to look at a girl with a fat ass and you get really mad. I looked at the fat ass. You looked at the fat. Let's your 12-year-old son looked at the fat ass. Your 3-year-old son looked at that fat ass. The ass was unavoidable. What are you going to do? Get jealous over everything that happens? Jealousy, my friends, it's one of the envy, jealousy, and vanity. You watch the fucking The Devil's Advocate. Jealousy, envy, and vanity are those are the worst types of, like, they're not sins. They're just things that keep you in a low vibrational state of mind that keep, I mean, come on, like, it's not about that. It's not about that. I understand some people got a piece. Here's the thing though. Can I just smack you in the head real quick? I was going to say some people got a piece of shit partner that they can't trust. So when that person looks at another person's ass, they know deep down inside that partner of theirs wants to fuck that person. But there are some of us, some decent people in the world can look and go, wow, but not be like, ooh, the second I get a chance, I'm getting that motherfucker's number. So maybe you just need to look at the partners that you're choosing for your life. I don't think it's them, it's you, because you're allowing that type of person to be with you. You know what I'm saying? Gina, everything is competition nowadays. I just got off the phone with a conversation with my friend. And I said, listen, one of the main reasons I have remained single this whole time is one of the biggest reasons is because people will either be afraid of me. And I don't mean scared like I'm going to beat them up. I'm talking about total different type of fear. Like, oh God, I don't know if I could handle that. She's too much, or they compete with me. So a lot of men that I've dated have competed with me. Is that normal? When I say competed with me, like it'd be like this, like I'd be in a conversation. I'd be like, no, but you can't do shit like that. And that's not how you hold a gun. And they're like, don't tell me I was in the armed forces and I was a Marine, I was secretly gay in the army. Like, I was just saying, like, okay, you know what I'm saying? They'll want to like fight me. Like, bitch, calm down. I'm sorry, I'm more of a man than you. You know what I mean? Some people, porcelain, I know. That's who I was talking to. Some people will date you and be like competing with you. Like, I just ate the salad. So my salad was better than yours. Okay, calm the fuck down. I was just saying my salad's good. What? The fuck? Like, they'll feel small when you do something that is amazing and they feel small. That's the hate, envy, jealousy, manipulation, right? Ultimately, Lori, what's up, babe? Manipulation and all that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's exactly what it is. It's a tantrum. It's a tantrum. It's like, man, I'm a man and I have penis and I'm better than you. Women too, though. I've dated women, and every time, especially the lesbians, because I make them feel like the woman in the relationship, and they just can't accept that. I'm sorry. I am the fucking dyke here, and you can't just like pick me up and throw me on the bed like that and strong arm me and fuck me with a strap on. Like that, not that I did that, but I'm saying they don't like that. They want to feel in control. I don't want control. I just happen to be in control. It's something that happens naturally. I literally am not doing it to make you feel bad. That's just my energy you're picking up. And I'm a powerful person and you can't handle that. Then you make me feel like I'm too aggressive and there's something wrong with me. You see what I'm saying? That's what they do. Like, especially when I know things of like, you're crazy, you're bugging. I am, but I just had a dream about it. My spirit guides told me about it. I meditated on it. I got a fucking channeled message and I pulled the tarot cards. All signs point to you did it. You know what I'm saying? Not that I know that now, but I've always known shit. I know you hear me. This is why I'm saying this. So do not let nobody, I don't give a fuck who you're dating, who you're with. If they feel small compared to you, that's because they're small. It's not you making them feel like that. Let me just clear that up really quick. When you get around someone and you go on a date with them, or you guys are talking and he feels demasculated, or she feels like she's not the alpha anymore, I want to make this very fucking clear to you. You're not the problem. Don't start saying I'm the problem. It's me. There's something wrong with me. I'm too manly. I'm too aggressive. I'm too this. No, you're just a powerful bitch, a powerful guy. And am I just venting? No, I'm not venting. Does it sound like I'm venting about myself, my life? No, I'm not venting. This is a message. And the message is, I just spent 5 years with a like a narcotics detective, or like a snitch. Oh, a snitch. Okay. What I'm saying is, they're just powerful. I mean, you're just powerful. So when you're powerful and people they can't accept that power that you have, they're going to make it feel like that's the narcissistic energy coming back to you and saying, hey, oh, well, you're stupid. You don't know what you're talking about. Like, remember that one time you did this, and they're just going to always find a way to make you feel stupid. Like there's something wrong with you, but there's nothing wrong with you. That's the thing I'm trying to explain to you. There's absolutely nothing wrong with you. You know what I mean? And listen, narcissistic energy, people think it's very clear when you're dealing with a narcissist. You're wrong, because there's different types of ways that people could become more narcissists. They used to keep me in the house, never let me out. Oh, I've had that. Boo. Boo, boo. I had a relationship where the dude literally used to fucking, like, if I even tried to step out the house, he would find an excuse for me not to. Oh, no, don't go outside because there's this. That. Bitch, if I could tell you some of the stories, I won't do it here, because don't forget, I'm in the public eye, and a lot of people that I dated stalked me on the low. So I don't talk about shit that went down with them, because God forbid they think that I'm still thinking about them. I'm not. I'm not. I just, I revisit that little shit that happened. You know what I'm saying? I've had some relationships, I could tell you the shit they did to make sure I didn't go nowhere. Boy. And that really has to do with the person. Actually, can I tell you something? Here's the interesting thing that I'm going to tell you. Let me enlighten you really nicely here. That actually has to do with how incredible you are as a person, because people that are narcissistic, and you could call them evil, but they're like narcissistic, manipulative energy. Those types of people, they see the light in you and the power in you, and something about that draws them and makes them look at you like, I need that. And I will do anything to never let that go. And so when you try to like leave it or move away from it, they're basically, I know you do, Ms. Boss, they're basically telling you that you're powerful as fuck, and they can't be without you because they feel less powerful. Exactly. They feel less. No, don't be sorry. Hey, don't be sorry. Listen, the way I react when I'm like, no, I'm not venting. Does it sound like I'm venting? I don't have an attitude. That's literally how I talk. I always sound like I'm, but I'm not. I'm not at all. I literally have had like fist fights with people and gave them hugs right after. Like, that's the kind of person I am. So don't ever think that. It's nothing. I'm just weird like that. But yeah, it's like, you have to understand that people will feel your light. They will need your light. They need your light, and they need that kind of like light in their life because they're missing it. And so they get that, and then they get it with you, and they'll do anything to keep you there. And so they'll use tactics, manipulative tactics, and ways of like doing things that it's just, you just have to understand that it's not you. Okay. I want you to know that it's not you. Don't ever think it's you. Don't ever believe it's you. Don't ever believe there's something wrong with you, because there isn't. It's just a lot of these people that you deal with that are not in the light fully. And this could be like past life energy. This could be recent energy, all of it. They just can't accept the fact that you hold a certain power or a certain vibration, and they want that power, they want that vibration. And so they'll kind of like sort of almost, feel like without you, this camera is like so weird. Like, I paid $70 for it. I'm about to go return this shit. So like they'll kind of like, I'm trying to see something if this works better like this. They'll kind of like use that energy to word. I had a situation today with a family member. I needed to hear this tonight. And that's what I'm trying to say to you, even family, yes. Some family cannot accept the fact that you are the light. There's what the fuck, dude? This fucking camera is getting on my goddamn nerves. Some people are that chief shot. No, I remember. Oh wow. What the fugazi, bro? The fucking fucking fucking. Zoom out, bitch. The fuck is wrong with you? What kind of shit is this shit? Fucking $80 for this shit. Fuck out of here, son. You crazy as hell, bro. That's a lot of money, $80 for a goddamn camera this little. Look at this shit. Fuck out of here. What I look like. About to go right back to Best Buy, smack the shit out of the guy who sold it to me and fucking get my money back. But anyway, the point is, look, we invested, and if we're going to invest, we might as well invest in things that are worth our time. I'm not spending my money, time, or energy on anybody that does not deserve it. And Lord knows, broke or not, don't be a fucking dumbass this year and just start giving your shit away and start fucking, letting. Look, I said zoom out and the fucking chat zooms out. You got to be shitting me. Like, don't start letting shit just fucking be. No, we're not about, listen, 2022 is about balance, right? 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 4, 6, right? The number 6 is it's about family, actually, construction in the family, creating balance in your family construction, like the makeup of your DNA, your ancestral DNA. Ancestral DNA is what I'm hearing. I saw this today. Did I fucking take a picture of it? Oh fuck, I did it. Damn it. All right. Well, I saw something that I got such dry throat, my throat. I saw something today, and it was like a picture of matches, and on the left side there was burnt matches, and on the right side there was brand new perfect matches, and you were in the middle. So if your DNA was burnt in the past, you're in the middle. Now it's up to you to either put that match up and go with the burn and on fire and like die out or kill out the family ancestral DNA, or relight the flame and not be just a dead matchstick just laying there. Reignite the flame. You know what I mean? Because everything is connected to your ancestral DNA, and whatever way that it's connected, that's one of the things we have to try to conceptually understand. It's like almost like very hard to navigate through these energies, because when you're talking about family and DNA and ancestral stuff, you got to understand, of course, there are some toxic energies connected to that. Of course, there will always be. In every situation in life, there's good and there's bad. There's love and lay, aloha. She said, I want to do a read with you. Yeah, IG. Well, this is the thing. I was picking up a lot of past life stuff right now, especially with the full moon in Cancer. And I'm also getting drawn to water. So one second, you guys, I feel like my throat is going to I'm going to choke to death. Your mother. Oh, fuck my life. I forgot. Hold on, guys. I forgot we're moving and everything is in boxes, so I have to find what's available right now. And there's fucking Bruh. Okay. So I think it's important to evaluate the situation, and I'm not going to lose my focus as to what's going on. Oh God, you guys saw the shorts? I was trying to avoid that. So here's the thing. The reason why I jumped on this live It's no reason. There's a whole bunch of reasons, but one of the main focuses, I had this long conversation with my spirit guides in my room, which I usually do when it's like a shift, when things are, when I'm ascending. Here's the thing. When I'm in ascension mode and I'm really like getting to that point where I'm ascending and it's going to the next level, Flo, you can't find water, so you light a bogey. LOL, I won't attack you. Well, I can't get to the store to get the vape, and I don't have nicotine patches. So like every 4 or 5 hours, and I shit you not, I'll take a few pulls, like half of the cigarette, and that's it. So I'm doing very good as far as not smoking all day. And I notice when I have the vape, I constantly hit it, constantly. So when I have these cigarettes here, especially because I hate Marlboros, okay? My mother smokes Marlboros. So I don't smoke Marlboros and I hate them. So I'll just take a few pulls and I'm like, all right, that's good. It's like, just because if not, like I'm crying and shit. Nicotine is serious, yo. When it's coming out of your system, bitch, you are going to cry and all that. You know what I'm saying? It's worse. You're not a robot, BGC clips all over, and you're the one line queen. I really was the one line queen. You know what I'm saying? I do have a lot of quotes that so a stink bug just landed here. Now I don't kill bugs, honestly, at all. I don't even care. Even if it's a stink bug, I grab it in a tissue and I bring it outside. My family hates that because where we live upstate, they're all over the place. Like, and one or two will sneak in somehow or another, and I grab them and bring them outside because I noticed that they were all animals, even bugs, are a message. And stink bugs represent protection because they have a coat of armor over their bodies. They almost look like little aliens. If you ever look at a stink bug, they're very interesting to look at. They look like little aliens. They actually have like a really hard shell on the exterior. And when an enemy comes near them, they spray odor, which in bug life, that odor will like another bug will be like, oh, well, humans, if you ever got sprayed by a stink bug, they stink. It's like a skunk. That odor, that smell can make you like turn around and run away. And so that's how I think of them now. I don't look at it as like, ew, it's a stink bug. I'm like, oh, that's the little guy who protects himself with a shell and an armor. And when an enemy comes near, he lets out an odor. Instead of attacking its prey, he just lets out a warning, like, bro, you smell that? Next step is I'm gonna fuck you up. That's kind of what I am. Like, I have like a protection of armor, my aura, my spirit that protects me, my spirit guides, my spirit team that protects me. And when people come near me, I mean, I could fart and let out a smell, but that's not how I handle things because I'm grown adults. Like, what I'm saying? Come closer, bitch, and I'll shit on you. Like, what I'm saying? No. Why is that so funny to me? That is exactly how mature I am. But I kind of sort of let off this vibration, like I make that face like the next bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, that's why I don't kill any bugs, especially spiders, because the cosmic web, like, I heard somebody that I really look up to goes, the land and the water and take care of themselves. Oh, okay, that's cool. Like, yo, I like Flo because you're keeping it real. Thank you, IG. Yeah, that's, if you tune into my lives, I keep it real a little bit too much sometimes. Sometimes I'm a little too honest, if you know what I'm saying. IG bucket list says being single for a long time kind of gives you the I don't give a fuck. Bro, if you only knew. If you only knew. Because I noticed something that people don't get, like when you're in a relationship, right? For instance, right? I was talking about this the other day, how like you meet somebody and like, let's say you got to take a shit or you got to fart or something like that. You know what I mean? You're going to be like, I got to hide this fart from this person, or I got to hide my shit from this person. But then like 3 weeks later, you're shitting with the door open and it's like, hey babe, pass me some toilet paper. And they come and it's like, damn, what'd you eat? Like, it's weird to me that we do that as humans. We still like, I can look at the caveman days. I'm getting hit in the head here. I can think of the caveman days when like women had like bushy armpits. And for instance, today I saw a woman with bushy armpits, and I'm not gonna lie to you. At first, I was like, "Oh shit, this bitch is on." And then I was like, I mean, it's not my thing because I'm attracted to women, and I'd probably be like, "Babe, I'm sorry, natural or not, you need to hit that up with a razor or something." But like a bush on a vagina, I like, I don't know. I don't like bald vaginas anymore because they remind me of children. And whenever you have a daughter, you just notice it's just not sexy. It's not sexy. I'm sorry, fully bald anymore to me does not. I don't know why the fuck I'm talking about bald vaginas right now, but take it as you will. A message is a message. And there goes the stink bug. Like if you look at him, he's like a little fucking like alien, dude. Watch. I'll show you. Look at him. What's up, little guy? Look at his face. Oh shit, he's ready. Look at him. Look, you see his shell, his armor? Is that crazy? Now, usually that would gross me out, but I'm looking at him like, yo, he's so cute and cool. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna murder him because he fucking lost his way and shit. Like, do we murder people when they lose their way, or do we guide them back to where they belong? But they come inside for the warmth because it's cold outside, and they're not stupid. Like, it's fucking cold outside, bitch. Let me rock. And then my computer's warm. So, you know what I'm saying? And like I was looking at the ladybug the other day. This is why I'm so not into killing bugs and anything. Because when I was a little girl, I remember squeezing a goldfish to death, and I thought it was the funniest thing ever. I actually got to tell you guys a story. I sat on 3 birds. Do you know how people say you kill 2 birds with 1 stone? I sat on 3 birds and killed them. I'm ashamed of it. It's not something I'm proud of. I've asked those birds for forgiveness many times, but I gave them a bath, and they loved taking a bath. And then I wrapped them in a towel, which I always usually did. And then I had a towel next to that towel. And I sat on the birds with the towel that were in the towel. And I thought it was the other towel, but I sat on the birds with the towel, and I squished them to death. I'm sorry. That's something that was hard for me to share. I probably was high as fuck, honestly. I probably took like 10 perks that day or something. You know what I'm saying? It was probably perks for sure, because when I was on perks, I was like, huh? What? Ooh, where's my wallet? You know what I'm saying? Fucking doofy central, retard central, you know what I'm saying? But I've asked those birds for forgiveness. And Casey says, no. Yeah, girl, I cried for days. I was like, this is a sign. I have to stop doing drugs. But like the next day I went and picked up more perks. But like, it's not funny, but that's really the shit I experienced when I was, you know what I'm saying? Too late, you said perks. Doofy central, for real. It was like fucking retarded, I was looking at some pictures of me when I was high back in the days, and I'm like, oh my God, thank God I stopped doing drugs. Oh my God, what a mess. But we all go through shit. Like some people take it out on depression, some people take it out on drugs. It's all relative, right? So I don't judge people no more, because even if I see a fucking straight crackhead on the street, I don't judge them no more. It's just the way I am, because thankfully that I experienced hard times. So when I see people going through hard times, now I understand. I'm like, dude, I get it, bro. When people are like, well, that crackhead needs to get their life together, they're just a crackhead. I'm like, you know how hard it is probably to stop doing crack? I never smoked crack, but I'm sure it's pretty fucking hard, because perks were fucking horrible to get off of. I smoke cigarettes, and it's fucking the hardest thing to stop. You see what I'm saying to you? I'm an addy head. I don't like downers. Boo-boo. I used to pop 30 30s in one night. Okay. That's the kind of addict I was. So like, I have to like recognize myself. And like, I was just talking to my friend on the phone. I was like, yo, look, man, it was fun sometimes to get drunk and do a little cocaine and hang out with my friends and get a little high, pop a Molly, whatever it was. But when it got to the point where I realized I had no self-control, then it was like, all right, Flo, I think you might be a drug addict. Like, this is years later after I'm fucking popping 330s at once, sniffing them in a fucking car, driving. Fucking, I used to be, this is what kind of fucking drug addict I was. Like, I was creative. So I would teach people shit. And the dollar bill, I'd be like, yo, stop doing all that. Just crush the pill up. You know what I'm saying? Take the dollar bill. you're doing all this rolling the dollar bill up, sniffing. This is how crazy I was. And I used to be like, this is how you got to do it. And I'd be like, put it, and they'd be like, what? That's the best way. And this is how stupid I was. I would teach people new ways to get high. Like, that's why I can't do shit. Because anything I do, I'm gonna be real creative doing it. I'll tell you right the fuck now. Okay. It doesn't matter what I do. It could be anything in life. I'm a very, very, very creative person, even with drugs. Okay. I've taught people how to do drugs, like standing in front of mad people and nobody noticing, type crazy shit like that. That's crazy shit, but that's the point. The point is with love. So that's the point though. I was bougie. I used straws. And listen, you know what? Let's not even, I get my stomach turns when I talk about this stuff. It turns because that was a period of my life where I realized that's how I knew I was really hurting. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know someone's hurting, period, though. Like when they're going through depression, bad relationships, and they're doing the same things over. Straws, boy, straws. That's what I'm saying. Like the greatest thing about life is when you start to get so comfortable with talking about things that you experience, knowing that there's definitely a person or two going, what? She did what? And then you still say it, and that there's definitely somebody watching, definitely judging, and you're okay with it because somewhere in between those two judgy people, there's 4 or 5, 10 people that are going, yo, I'm so happy she talked about that because it made me comfortable to share what I've experienced and not be ashamed of it. Because, just weed for ADHD, girl, weed makes me very paranoid. I hear spirits when I smoke weed now. And if I do coke, listen, if you ever want to know if there's dark energies or scary people in your house, let me do coke in your crib. And I'll let you know, because I already hear spirit, but when I do coke and shit like that, I hear another type of spirit, if you know what I'm saying. And they say shit like, look at this dumb bitch. She's doing drugs. Yeah. They say some wild shit. So if you ever want to know if you got some demons in your crib, not demons, but evil spirits, let me do coke in your house. And I'll let you know real quick. I'll be like, I remember one time the girl, I was like, yo, I don't think we should do this in your house because I'm going to figure something out. You're not going to like it. She was like, well, no, fuck it. She's like, we're already here. Did it. I got in her crib. I got in her room. I was like, bitch, Flo, I'm going to buy you a plane ticket. I was like, bitch, get me out of your house. She was like, why? I was like, they're talking to me. She was like, you're just high and paranoid. I was like, girl, I'm a whole medium. I'm not paranoid. I'm hearing it. I can hear them talking and they're making fun of me. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, coke, those geek faces are demonic. Bitch, the geek faces on the coke and the Molly though. Because you know what I'm saying? Like, I've done so much drugs, I can like demonstrate how a person looks on drugs. Like if I was to be in a movie and they wanted me to play like a cokehead or like a dope head, I could do it all because what you got to understand, like I'm a very observing person. And when other people would do drugs, I would watch them and be like, why is his face like, yeah. So I was just saying, I was like telling her every time, give me water. I'm so thirsty. Give me a cigarette. I can't, again, my stomach turns when I think about this stuff. Like literally, it's like, because I remember, that first hit of coke. I don't know if anybody's that have done coke. You always got to take a shit every single time. Like at least me, one hit, and I'm like, I gotta take a shit. Bathroom. You know what I'm saying? And just like an explosion of shit just comes out of my asshole. So like, it's like something that I'll never want to experience again. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I ever go through a period of 7 days without fucking taking a shit, I might. No, I won't, because one hit and I'm going for 3 days. You know what I mean? Crazy. But I hate the taste of beer. I hate alcohol. That shit's so disgusting. Chill. I'm not going to chill because that shit is a fact. Fuck, even mom. Okay. Now you're on my phone. Look, that's spirit right there. They're like, bitch, stop talking about drugs. I know, but please don't spray nothing. Can you get away from, he's crawling on my phone. He's like, he's like, shut the fuck up. Do I ever come to Cali to do readings? No, but if I was to come to Cali to do reading, I'm sure as hell charging a lot of money. You say it's good. It's good. They know. They say that's when they say it's good, Flo. But Lala, no, it's not that the Coke is good. It's that it's mixed with baby laxative, and a lot of people don't know that, and that's why Coke today makes you want to shit. Back in the day, Coke didn't make you want to shit. If anything, it actually made you constipated because of the purity of it. Can you please go away? All right, all right. You're lucky I'm not murdering you, bro. Stand back. So yeah, okay. So I think that's spirit saying stop talking about drugs. No, but we have to talk about it, right? There's a reason we talk about drugs. I'm watching myself on the delayed reaction on YouTube. MDMA will have you ready to shit all day. But the worst thing about it is when you do MDMA and you got to take a shit, now you're high, so you're in the fucking toilet and you can't shit because you're thinking about how high you are. You know what I'm saying too? Like, oh, you think somebody's listening to you out the door type shit. Like, shit is fucked up. Dominicans be hell yeah, you go to Uptown, they be like, mommy, this is the purest shit you're ever gonna see, mommy. You don't even know. I don't even cut this shit. Okay, you didn't cut it, but the guy before you did, the guy before you did, the guy before you did. By the time it gets to me, I'm sniffing baby soda, baking soda, and fucking baby laxative and 1% cocaine. Like I have to do 10 bags. I'm Tony Montana up in this bitch. Like I'm gonna need the whole, no, just give me the whole Ziploc bag. And then like your nose is like all day. You're like, my nose, I can't breathe like that. That's why I can't do drugs, because they're just uncomfortable. It's not that I don't like them. I love fucking drugs. They're fucking great. They make me feel like I'm home again, but I can't fuck with them shits. You know what I'm saying? Hard to find the cleaner stuff nowadays. You see what I'm saying? I'm not the only one. Y'all motherfuckers know what time it is. Hard to find the cleaner stuff nowadays. No, girl, nothing's clean today. That's why I don't fuck with drugs no more. Okay. The time I was partying, yeah, the shit was still lit. Uptown, you go to Uptown, New York, cop a bag, you know what I'm saying? Get a little blunt, you know what I'm saying? Get a little cutie, go to the telly, chill out, smoke some weed, get you fucking freak on, get you free. But today, bitch, I go over there. All I smell is cat litter, cat piss. I'm like, yo, what the did you grab this from the cat litter? Oh yeah, we hide it in the cat litter. Did the cat piss in it, bro? Like, get the fuck out of here. You crazy as hell. George Washington cutting it up when you roll up the dollar. For real. George Washington. You know what? Can you see George Washington in the afterlife right now? Like, all that work I did, and they roll me up and sniff cocaine with it. But those motherfuckers was getting high too, bitch. The fuck out of here. How does it feel to get mopped by a stink bug? It felt uncomfortable, but I liked it. No, this is real talk. Like, I'm really talking to you here. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's been plenty of times when I met up with drug dealers, and this is a true story, and this is why men can't fuck with me, because I would meet up with them, and they'd be like, yo, Flo, I got that raw, you know what I'm saying? This is that fucking sour diesel, and this is the fucking best coke here. And I'd be like, this is trash. And your weed is not sours. It's really good regs. Like, why are you lying? They'd be like, what? What you talking about? Nah, you ain't gonna try to play me like that in front of people. I'm like, I'm not playing you. I'm telling you what it is, bro. The fuck? Like, why are you mad right now? Because I just called you out, you know? Roll that shit, sniff that shit, bitch. Yeah, for real. It's like, I can't remember. That's what I'm saying. Drugs are just fake these days. So what's the point of doing them? I don't even know. Sometimes I think like weed has fucking fentanyl in it. They were finding that actually where I live in upstate New York, the area, they were, kids were going to the hospital, and they were like, I swear I only smoked weed. And they were finding traces of fentanyl in the weed because the drug dealers want their customers hooked on it. And so they'll like sprinkle it with fentanyl, and people will smoke it, and then they get addicted to it. If anybody's ever taken perks or anything like that, and getting off of things like that is the worst. It's hell on earth. It's hell in your stomach. It's hell in your asshole. It's hell everywhere. You know, it's just like they do it to get you, you know what I'm saying? And it's funny, I'm reading the Making Connection 777. And you know, fentanyl has killed many people in my area. They're making it. Look at me. Look what I'm doing. Do you see what I'm doing here? Do you see what I'm doing though? I can't even deal with it. You know what I'm saying? You're like, fentanyl is murdering people. Here's, you know why? Another reason why I won't do drugs today. I watched the documentary, and it was about like the Colombians. You got a chill flow. It was about like the Colombians and the drug game and all that stuff. And as I was watching this documentary, I'm Albanian, right? I'm Albanian, 100% Albanian. I have like 5% Bosnian in me from my grandmother's side. And I was watching the documentary, and all these cartel people, see, my uncle died of a coke fentanyl overdose. I was watching this documentary on all of these people that, like, you know, they sell drugs and all that, and how many of these, there was Albanians are the ones doing all the dirty work. Like the Colombians are really the ones supplying the money and like just giving orders. And it was so many Albanian people. Do you know how many Albanian people and their families get murdered over the cocaine business? A lot. And I was like, I can't do that to anybody. Forget about my people too. And so now when I look at coke, instead of looking at it and seeing this lovely white powder that's gonna give me some joy for an hour or two, I look at it as like poison that's killing a lot of people, and I don't want to fucking be involved in that anymore. And so, and it's killing children, and people's, you know, people's lives are destroyed over it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So exactly. So when I watched that and I saw that, I was like, damn, people on drugs have a green or gray hue to you. Well, it's funny because the color green is associated with healing, and I actually have a picture of my room with a gray hue like coming over me. And this is at the time when I was trying to like get my life together off drugs. Like getting off drugs was one of the hardest things I ever did, but I did it naturally, and I didn't use like supplements like Suboxone or methadone. I didn't use any of that stuff. I just wanted to get off of it. And let me tell you, for 3-4 weeks, I was in a lot of pain. I felt tortured. Like it was the worst, but I did it. I stood home and I told anybody, if I try to leave this house, punch me in the face. And a lot of people helped me with that, you know, the green nails. Yeah, especially if you did it for a while. You know, it's funny. It's like when I have an alien deck, and this is exactly the color. Thank you, Ms. B, for the badge. You're so, I love you. Well, I am strong because a lot of people don't, they have to take Suboxone and all that to get off of it. And let me tell you, I was popping like 3 or 4 30s a day. That's 120 milligrams of opiates. You know, that's a lot. But I also believe in a past life, I was like some kind of like, ooh, the light just flashed when I said that. I was some kind of like queen or something, and I was smoking like opiates, like opium. I was 100% smoking opium in a past life. I see myself doing it. Like every time I see somebody doing it on a, you know, I always feel like that. Yeah, happy full moon. And this is good that we're talking about all this, because it's funny, and it's funny, but also at the same time, yeah, exactly, Lala. You know, it's funny, but at the same time, there's so much like of this going on in the world, and people not realizing, like, instead of us judging each other, realize that people, you know, things like that are the devil. Like bad relationships, these are all things that keep you hot. Like I always looked up to you. Oh, thank you, queen. I love you, babe. We cleansing, sidebar flow. Exactly. I love that. I love that you guys, like, you know, are receptive to the messages that I have to give. And, you know, it took me a long time to get comfortable with speaking about these things openly, but I do it for a reason. Every once in a while, I'll have a person like DM me or write me a message and be like, thank you so much for talking about the fact that you went through this and you went through that, because it made me comfortable. And I came out to my parents, told them that I'm addicted, I got help, I'm in rehab, or, you know, I recognized by you. One of the girls, you know what she told me, which is like, I was like, this was so cool. She said, one of your lives, Flo, you were talking about drugs and how people act on them, and like, you know, like what you did while you were on them. She goes, do you know that I went home that day and I knew my husband was acting funny? I just didn't understand. Can you please, why are you all in my grill? Can you please go away? He's really crawling to me. Like, chill, homeboy. Damn. So she goes, and you were doing the live, and I'm really running from this thing, but you know, it's because I don't want to kill him, and then like he's gonna spray me. I'm gonna be pissed. I hate that fucking smell. Shit stank. So she said, the way you were talking about it, she goes, I got home and I recognized my husband was on drugs, and I knew he was acting funny, but all because of your live, I knew it, and we ended up getting him help, and he's in rehab right now. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Who's Priscilla? Look at me scrolling through the comments. Who's Priscilla? No, I'm just kidding. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I was mentally ill in a past life or a druggie because my Pisces and South Node. Oh yeah, and Pisces rules the intoxicants. You know that Pisces rules intoxicants like alcohol, drugs, all that. So I think I have Pisces in my 6th house. The bug friend. Okay, no, I know, but I'm scrolling through the comments. Who's Priscilla? Huh? Oh, it's you, stink bug. Your name's Priscilla, bitch. This bitch loves my computer and loves me. Like she wants, no, but that's a sign, right? That does a message. Like again, stink bugs are for protection. And he's really crawling on my computer right now. Like fucking life is good. I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? He looks so alien, like it's crazy, One time, way back when we ate some trip, I was this close to telling my parents I was high. All the shit. You know how dumb I was though? Like I remember one time I had weed in my pocket and I came home and my mom was like, do you have that change I gave you? Because I need it. And I'm like looking through my pockets. I'm like, yeah, hold on. And I pull out all this weed and she goes, really? And I was like, sorry. Because my hands got caught. Like I didn't know how to hide shit. I was like one of those type of drug people, you know what I mean? Pisces in my 9th house, tropical, and I'm Pisces midhaven. Oh, okay. Yeah, so like when it comes to whatever sign you have in, whatever the 9th house and the midhaven represent, when it comes to Pisces, that's how it's affected with that. It's the light. Don't be surprised if a second one popped up. So I'll tell you one thing, from your temper, all that, even the way you speak, so mature, I love it. It's not the same person. Yeah, I've changed a lot. I've grown a lot. Okay. One thing that I do want to do for sure, I do want to go on a spiritual journey and a trip and do ayahuasca, but I don't see that as a drug. I see that as a plant medicine, and I want it to be administered by a professional shaman, somebody who's been in the game for 20, 30 years, you know what I'm saying? And that's where I'm at with that. Like, that's the only thing. If I'm ever going to do an intoxicant or something that makes me kind of like, thank you, Malik. I'm happy that you guys see it. I'm really happy. Like, I always say if I could get a chance to go on even a show where there's drama and I could be that light in the darkness, I would do it. But it all depends on the situation and the circumstances. I would have to be able to be myself. And when it's time to not get involved in the drama, they would have to respect my morals and my views on things. You know what I mean? Said about the past life being Yakuza and the which craziest info was also the Pluto. Oh, I'm getting hit in the head, IG. When I read that, you're right about that. You still look beautiful. Thank you. Likewise, and I want a shaman. I need a shaman because I'm scared to release my mind. Yeah, and because I know, first of all, I already know because I took shrooms before and all I saw was rainbows and butterflies and everything was beautiful. And they say when you take hallucinogens, that whatever is hidden in the darkness, like inside of you and your subconscious, it will come out into the light. So at that time, I saw butterflies and rainbows, literally. So that's what's in my subconscious. So whatever is there. Oh my goodness, I'm getting a lot of activation in the crown chakra here for you guys, man. That will, I feel like it's not that I need it because I don't, because I already like see into the other dimensions in a specific way. I don't fully engage in that space yet because I feel like it would be just too much like on a daily basis to just see everything. It's like, it's a burden, it's kind of like, if we were meant to see that on a daily basis, like we would, and those who do, they end up like feeling crazy, Yeah. Of course, IG, bucket list, of course. I respond to as many people as I can. I try to read everything, but I'm trying to get like, both. Yes, you definitely aren't the same flow. Yeah, going at it with Natalie on BGC. I actually recently had a conversation with her. And she was like, Flo, no matter what we did, I always respect you. And I told her, I respect you too. I said, you're a smart businesswoman. And I said, no matter what, I still got love for you. And that was a TV show, bro. I don't think anybody gets it. Like, I'm not one of those people. I don't hold grudges. I just can't no more. I have to release things and let things go. And I forgive myself and everyone else. You know what I mean? Papa Candelo, supposedly 444 aligned. Oh yeah, Papa Candelo, who's that? Is that isn't that the voodoo priestman guy? Yo, I had a dream about a bunch of different I had a dream about like a voodoo priestman coming to me, like a sort of like a high priestess and like another type of spiritual person coming to me, and it's like they were all competing for me. I don't know how to explain it to you. They're like, oh, if you ever need anything, come to me. And then the other person's like, if you ever need anything, come to me. No, if you ever need, then I like got sent up to this temple where on the right was all these religious people. First I went through all these occult people and then through these religious people, and I ended up by this woman who had a shaved head and she had white lines here, and she called me up, and then the people behind me were trying to grab me, and she went like this to them. No. And like she just looked at them, didn't say nothing, and they were like, sorry, and they walked back. And then I stood in front of her. She like directed me with her third eye, with her telepathic communication, and told me to sit. And I sat down in front of her, and she had a white, like it looked like taffy, white taffy, literally like white golden taffy, like silvery taffy. It wasn't a dream, but I know strongly that I was visiting another dimension. Like they were taking me through the stages, and she out of her mouth threw up like a white film, but it was like a beautiful, it didn't look gross or anything, it was beautiful. And I was like, whoa. And she put it in my hands. I was like, oh my God, what am I supposed to do with this? But I was giggling, like, what am I supposed to do with this? And she looked at me like, and I was like, am I supposed to eat this? So I went like to go eat it like that. And then it felt like I woke up right there. So it was kind of like they were taking me. Yeah, it was an interdimensional being, because when I first started this ascension process, Flo and I met in another chat, and we both were in there for a while too, but we'd all bonded on this live. And afterwards I clicked on Flo's name, and as soon as I saw her, I said, oh my God, it's you. Yeah, that's a fact. You see what I'm saying? And I bond with people before they know who I am, and then they find out who I am, and they're like, yo, I used to love me on that shit. Like, it's because the soul always finds each other. That's why I try to express in the beginning of this video, we don't have one soulmate. We have so many soulmates. There are so many of us that we've known each other in past lives. We've done work together. We've known each other in the spirit realm, in the ascension realm. We've done work together. So we know each other. We're connected. Soul tribe. It's a real thing, you know? But yeah, so, and so, you know what I'm saying? This is how I feel like the world is like transforming today. Like I almost feel the connection that I have with myself and others is so beautiful and so at peace, you know? It's so beautiful and so at peace. Yeah. And before, what I was saying was, before I started my awakening journey and process, this was like 2 years ago. I'll never forget this dream. I went I visited another dimension. This is before I knew I could astral travel. I figured all that out as I was learning. I knew about it, but I was like, I'm just dreaming. No, I was astral traveling, because, you know, when you wake up, you're like, you feel like you got to fucking work hard to come back into reality, you know, back to life, back to reality, because you're so still into the dream state. You're just there. And yeah, the buzz, right? I actually like that sound. You know, he officially a part with his, I heard that buzz for real. He's officially a part of this live. That stink bug is a part of this live, and he's going to the light, and he's trying to he's not understanding why he can't get into the light bulb. He's trying to figure it out, and then he's like coming around here. I could see that he likes the heat. This one, he's like, I like the heat. I like the heat, and he keeps like scratching his balls and then going back to what he's doing. Like, not a care in the world. He doesn't even notice that there's a human here that could possibly destroy and crush his life right now. He's like literally, it's just interesting to me what he's doing. He's smacking his head against, he's not the brightest stink bug I've seen. I've never seen other stink bugs do that. They look a little more intelligent. This one, I don't think we're working with the top of the brass here. But anyway, so yeah, exactly. At least beginning, I can describe scratching his balls. Yeah. I think we came in on the same stork, for real, with our same placements. Lala, some of the shit you be saying, yeah, I know, right? With the Libra rising shit. Yo, some of the shit you be saying, Lala, like how you be like the comments you leave, not everybody's not gonna understand your comments. Sometimes you be commenting, and I'm like, yo, if someone wasn't as cosmic and out of this world as me, they would never understand what you're saying. And some people probably don't. Just like with me, they don't understand everything I put out there, but that's okay. Priscilla's missing brain cells. Priscilla's missing a few. I don't know how many of you guys are in Brooklyn, in the Brooklyn area, but I do want to do an event soon, and I want to do like a healing event, and I'm gonna make it very affordable, like something like $40 at the door or something. We could do meditation, like Reiki session. I want to do a guided meditation and discussions, talking back and forth, like connecting and releasing and doing like a full moon ritual. Not full moon, but we could just do like a ritual or something like that. You know what I mean? You decide where to astral travel. That's awesome. Sometimes I can't because my soul astral travels a lot. My spirit, it really does. But it's like I get taken to places that I already pre-planned before I came here. So sometimes I can't control it because I decided what I was going to go look at, Yeah, porcelain. I do those often. They're called Angel Squad retreats. And I haven't done it lately because of COVID, but since I got that shit twice, and I'm basically a bitch is fucking, I'm deaf, numb to the bullshit, you know what I'm saying? I got that shit twice and tested negative. Like Miss Rona, your time is up, bitch. It's a wrap. You need to look at my face on YouTube. I look like so goofy. You guys don't understand the fucking the video. Yo, my guy, what's up? What are you doing? What are we doing here? The video, because it like lags. So like I'll say something here and then I'll look there and it's like the after effect and it's like, oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah. So I'm doing it. I want to do it. Yeah, I want to do it. Yeah. It's the full moon tonight has been an interesting one. I feel like it's bringing people emotionally connecting together in a big way. Cancer does rule the home as well. So this is the time for like, it's funny because Cancer rules the home. And just today we got the phone call like, hey, we're giving you the place because we're getting a spot here, like moving and then transitioning into another place after that. And that happened today. We got the call and then we're supposed to be moving out tomorrow. I have to go bring all the stuff to the house. So it was a quick transition. And another thing, prayers do work because when something is needed, I'm the one who sits in my room for like an hour and just prays on it. Like, God, I don't ask for much, but I'm gonna need your help a little bit. Bang, bang, bang. I know you can't save me, but here's what's going on. Whatever you can do, I'll take it. Thank you. And then the next morning I wake up and all of a sudden my sister will call and be like, yo, I don't know what you did, but like last night, she goes, I woke up, blah, 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 right? This happened a week ago. And then my mom wakes up this morning and tells me about the house. And I'm like, I was praying last night. She goes, good. She's like, it worked. They started to see that in a different, like at first my family thought I was crazy when I started doing this, but now they'll be like, you need to go do a prayer or something. I don't know. Like my daughter will be like, Mom, I don't feel good. Can you please do magic on my head? Please, my head hurts. And then I'll do it for her. And she'll be like, it works. And I'm like, I know. Because I'm a healer, So yeah, so that's how it works, Pray my friend gets his sight back after surgery. He will. It's gonna take a second or two to get completely, but he's gonna get his sight back. Don't worry. If you want to know how you do it, you just sit at home and you envision him getting his sight back, seeing you, bring out that positive vibration. And especially while he's in the surgery, that's the best time to send that positive vibration, to the angels, the celestial realm, send out that energy of yes, we are. Oh, you're the scapegoat? But how many times have you guys ever played the bad guy just so other people don't get hurt? You know what I'm saying by that, right? You ever had like a friend go through something and you like acted like you're the bad guy so they don't get hurt? Or in a relationship, like you didn't want to hurt their feelings, so instead you made yourself out to be the bad guy so they would break up with you. I've done that many times in my life. I play the scapegoat for people, but today I won't do it because today I'll just say straight up, like, this is what's going on. You need to handle it because, but today we can't do that no more because as light workers, as star seeds, we tend to overly give our hearts to others and we get fucked over. No good deed goes unpunished. I wouldn't say that's the truth. Yeah, exactly. You could be the one hell of a manifester as well. Yeah, it's a source. Yep. I wouldn't say that's the truth, like all good deeds go unpunished. No, but sometimes there are some people, when you try to do a good deed for them, it fires back in your face, because it's the universe saying, not you're stupid for doing them a good deed. It wasn't their time to receive that yet. Next time, allow me to work. Don't, I'm getting smacked in the right ear, like scratched in the right ear. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? So it's not like the universe saying to you, hold on, Casey, I'll read that. It's not like the universe is saying to you, you're a piece of shit. Don't ever fucking, it's like the universe is telling you that person doesn't deserve your good deed right now. They need to learn through it. Yeah, they need to learn through it, and you're a good person, and you doing that for them at this time, it wasn't supposed to happen like that. You're just they just happen to have ran into a good person who, no matter who's going through something, they're going to try to help. And so the universe is kind of trying to tell you, sometimes just let people, just like, they got to learn their karma, because then you're going to end up being the bad guy. And it's not because you are the bad guy, it's because you're the good guy. And when you're the good guy, you have to be made the bad guy sometimes. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Yo, I'm getting such vibration in the root chakra. Oh my God. Yo, Flo, 2 nights ago, I had a dream about my Aquarius friend's apartment. And then I woke up and you were talking about having a dream like that in the aqua reading. Are we having the same dreams? Hold on. I had a dream about an Aquarius in the front. I was just about to say, I had that same dreams. Could we be having the same dreams, or could we be experiencing? Have you ever dated an Aquarius before? Do you know somebody from the past who's an Aquarius? Because I know why I had that dream, because the next day that Aquarius hit me up, was like, how you doing, boo? Like, no, blocked, immediately blocked. No, not that I'm being a bitch. I forget. Oh my God, my sacral chakra right now, you guys. Let's clear it in the sacral chakra. It's vibrating like crazy. Thank you. This is how, when you start to work with spirit, they do listen. Like, I'll be like, clear it in the sacral chakra, and immediately it gets cleared. Or clear it in the third eye, or clear it in the back, and the right back. Like, you have to specify where to clear it, because they don't know that they're causing that for you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, some of them might be aware of it. Yeah, Casey, I believe you. I know you're 100% serious. Trust me. Fam, who that chick you talking? You and me, her. Wait, who that chick you talking? You were aligning? Girl, I felt that. I'm tired. I got to make reservations, booking. Yeah. So, okay. So my half an hour readings that I have, I need people to know, like, if you're tuned in right now and you're like, I want to get the reading, but damn, 122 for a half an hour, that's a lot of money. Actually, it's not, because of the amount of energy I put into a reading. It's always my full energy, as much as I can. And that's not that I don't give my energy. I just use the best of my ability. And usually it lasts longer than a little bit longer than a half an hour. And I do like mediumship, past lives, soul healing, like fucking health stuff. Like, sometimes, there'll be times and I'll be like, yo, do you have like an ulcer, or like, do you have a stomach? Like, did you just have stones removed? Like, it's crazy. Sometimes I'm like, oh, how did I know that? I'm like, but I forget that, like, I know this shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit, my reader is $25. Nice. That's something I can't, because when we say we got a reader, and then we got a reader, we got readers, and then we got readers. I do mediumship though, channeling, psychic shit. People be like, have you guys ever seen the post I put? Like, somebody will be like, yo, you're not just psychic, bitch, you psychic. You told me I was gonna meet a Scorpio. I went out to dinner that night, I met a Scorpio. And I'll say something along the lines of like 3 months or 3 days, I'm not sure. And people will hit me up a week later, be like, bitch, I met somebody, and he's the sign that he was. And I'm like, but then, like, it is what it is. Don't compare dealers, don't compare readers. Yeah, because I was gonna say, like, if I was to ever do drugs again, I'd rather pay more money, because at least I know I'm getting that pure shit. You feel me? But if you just want to grab something real quick, that right there was the perfect analogy. If you just want to grab something real quick, I mean, $25 is $25. You know what I mean? She said something was supposed to happen in 23 weeks. Damn, that's specific. So yeah. But you know, to each his own. You never know. You never know. You know what I'm saying? That 23 weeks, you know, $25, 23 weeks. She likes those numbers, 25s and 23s. She goes under the 25 market. Everything she's talking about. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm not making fun of nobody. I'm not making fun of nobody. You know, you got $20 hoes, you got $1,000 hoes. Don't look like that. No, I'm just kidding. I love you guys. Connected to you, get exclusive paid trip to Beantown. At least I know you get along with the Russians. Oh, hell yeah. Russians and me? Because I'm not to be like Russians. I smoke the cigarettes, I drink coffee all day, and, you know, I drink the vodka with them. I talk about pussy, and that's it, you know? No shade. Hell no, no shade. Love and light to everybody. I have no shade inside of my... Man, I might have a little shade. A little petty, a little shade, but you gotta, you know, sometimes you need that. That tickle my bones. Dye my hair. You want me to come dye it for me, fuck boy? You gotta be a strong motherfucker, Aquarius feelings. I'll dye my hair whenever the fuck I want to dye my hair. How about that? Fuck out of here with your fucking bitch ass. I'm excitedly looking forward to sleeping. Thank you for that tip. Oh yeah, what was the tip? I always wondered that. Though, sweet dreams. Okay, go to bed. Let us know what your dreams were like. And vodka my juice. Because the Albanians are like Russians, you know. Anyway, you guys, love and light to you. This is getting a little bit too crazy for me. I'm trying to do the salt and pepper. I need someone to do it for me. No, as long as the salt and pepper is not a joke though. You have to strip your hair. A treatment like that is about $800. I've already looked into it, which is not a lot, because if you want it done right, it has to cost about $700 to $800, because they have to strip your hair, which means they basically have to take all the color out, stripping it with all the chemicals that they use. It's not good for your hair, but afterwards, if you got a treatment and all that stuff, my sister let her hair grow out with the salt and pepper, and she's rocking it all the way full. And you know, when your hair is salt and pepper like this, my hair, you know, sometimes I dye it because I like it all black, but then like I look at my hair and I'm like, you know, it's like almost like my gray hairs are like, stop dyeing me. I want to come out. Like I'm trying to come out. They've been trying to come out for a long time. My shit's pretty too. Look at that. I be getting gray hairs here, not really here, but yeah. Like, come on. And I still look young. And even if I had all gray hair right now, like, look at my skin, bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, stop playing with me. I'm 39, about to be 40 in September. Like, I don't even look it though. Look. You know, this is natural. I got no makeup on. All the flaws is right there for you to see. Big nose and everything. Damn, I got a fat ass in Hong Kong. You know she my motherfucking game, bitch. I gotta take pussy. You know what I mean? You know? Anyway, I love you guys. You guys get some rest. I'm gonna get some pretend rest. And remember, if you have a fucking webcam, please, guys, if you have push first, pump it on my side. I've been seeing you, girl. Who are you? IG bucket list. Who are you? You're gorgeous. You're gorgeous, darling. I love you. Per Malik Frank. I'm starting to feel like there's some good-looking guys stalking my IG a little bit. I hope there is. Low key. Low key. If I have a stalker, could you please bring me some crushed ice with lemon? I'm just joking. No, please don't. Please don't. I'm kidding. Some y'all motherfuckers be taking shit way too literal. Not you, but I love you guys. Well, this fucking camera is not making my face look like the greatest. Okay, so I realized with this camera, it's either the camera or my face is really crooked. It's either the camera or my face is super crooked. Like I'm trying to figure it out. Is it my face or the camera? That's because my nose, I looked in the real mirror. My nose is not bigger on one side. Small. This shit right here, this shit, one eyebrow's, I'm like a man on this side and a woman on this side. man, woman, man, woman. You know what I'm saying? Return it. I am going to go fucking to the camera place and be like, yo, what's popping with this? I'm going to show him. I'll be like, what's really good? Unless he could show me something that will make that shit look great, then okay. Maybe it's the lighting too. Maybe, I don't know, whatever. We'll go figure it out. It's got to be the camera because this is how I look right here. When I look in the mirror, I look like that. Like, and iPhone doesn't really cover up too many of your marks. I mean, it does kind of filter you a little bit, I think. I'm not sure how it works. I love you guys. You guys are cute. Inverted. Oh, indigo. You see, smart people, smart people. Who's that indigo over here looking all sexy in the corner over there? And she say zoom in or Logi, zoom in and zoom out. Oh, look, you see this? You see that one light is on and that one isn't? That's what I'm wondering. If it could be that. Like, I can't show you guys on YouTube, but it could be that. This is on, this is not on. I can't, doesn't do anything. It's like, hello, anybody home? And, you know, this little fucker was $70. I mean, like, that's not a lot, but it's still a lot. You know what I'm saying? Somebody told me that the fucking HD other one would have worked for, yeah, he said, inverted. It might be inverted or something. I know. I tried to fucking figure it out, but this MacBook Air, bro, it's like, what the fuck? What? It's not fucking human compatible. My MacBook Airs are retarded. Okay, anyway. I'm bad as fuck. We all bad as fuck. It's a piece of shit receipt. And I bought the fucking, what you call it? The warranty thing for $20. Like, so it really cost me $100, this thing. Don't let her fool you. She bought that camera to record adult films. I'm about to have an OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be fucking sloppy fat bitches or us. No, I'm not sloppy fat. I'm just a little chubby right now. I think I might have to stop eating gluten because I always feel like this. Like, doesn't that look like an ab? It's not. It's a roll. It's not an ab. It's a roll. Oh, God. Oh my God. I'm literally showing half of my titty on YouTube. Enjoy that. Enjoy that period. Enjoy this. Yo, what? What am I doing? What? My boobs are nice. They're not bad. Just cut out bread. Did you just say cut out bread? You know what? You're not my friend no more. I don't want to talk to you no more. No, but I know that's one of the things. Bread is something I gotta get away from, but I don't eat fattening stuff at all. So do you still date girls? I don't date anybody at all right now, but yes, I still like women. I stew like women. You know what I mean? You should be a comedian. Again, you know what? I was watching one of my videos like last week and I was listening to it, you know, like I was actually cleaning and listening to myself and I was cracking up. I was like, yo, I'm low-key funny. Like, because you know what it is? I say anything. And that's what a comedian is. Somebody who will just talk about anything that's ever happened. I love bread. You know, when you get fresh bread, I make homemade bread. Get on that homemade bread with a little butter when it comes out the oven. You will be fucking in love with me. I'll make the Albanian style bread. That shit is so fucking good. You know what I'm saying? It's like the fucking delicious. And it's like you grab the bread and you go like that and it just goes. It's like a so good. Do you listen to the link I left the other night ago? Yo, what the fuck? Lala, no, and I didn't get a chance to, but let me know because I wanna watch. Can you comment it on this video? All right, guys, I love you. Potato bread. You know what my favorite is? My favorite is salmonella bread and salmonella or salmonella, what is that called? Semolina bread. And I like what is that? I always forget the name of it. It's that they cut it in the stores. It's already cut. And like you get it in the middle is all soft, the outside is really crunchy. I like bread that has really crusty, crispy outside and like soft inside. Salmonella, yes, salmonella, my bad. Samolino, sambololo, sampololo. Like I love like fresh mozzarella and those things like that. I like things like that. It's good. And I love like baked artichokes. Oh my God. Italian, but I made baked artichokes once. They were so good. Don't say Smanella. Smanella is when turtles have chlamydia. Salmonella is when turtles have chlamydia. Yeah, right. Shut up. No, it's not. Now I'm going to Google that shit. I love challah bread. What is that? That sounds good. I like the brown, the dark brown bread that they make in some country. I forgot what it was. I had left it. It was a song. Oh, Lala. Okay, I'll check it. I do what I want to do. I do what I like. I do what I want to do. Oh, yeah. Well, you did leave a comment like that, and I remember a comment like that. You left a link on it too, though? I probably just liked it because I thought it was funny because I was like, she got the music notes. I remember that comment. I always remember your comments. Yes, Sicilian bread is good. So pumpernickel is good. Even rye bread. I'll fuck with rye bread. When I used to eat corned beef was my jam, bro. Corned beef with sauerkraut and cheese, the white cheese, my jiznamis. Especially when you get it from like an Irish person that just made it. Like I went to the Irish parade once and the St. Patty's parade. And let me tell you something. That corned beef, oh my God, bitch. What? But I realized that it is so processed. It is so bad for you. It is so bad for you. That's the braided bread. I like the braided bread too. The night you were channeling, I remember, Lala. I remember. I have a really good memory. You look good, Pia. I love you. Oh, you Cuban? No, I'm Albanian, B. Hey, I'm Cuban, B. That's like how high is one of my favorite like things to reference. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, killer, kill, B. Hey, yo, killer, kill. Killer. Yo, guy on the couch. Everybody's got a guy on the couch. You know what I'm saying? Show me someone who lives in your house rent-free. Guy on the couch. Oh my God, somebody who knows how to do that, make that and send it to me because that was my idea. Remember that? Like created by Flo. But show me someone who lives in your house rent-free and then just have the guy from Have Baked say guy on the couch and then show the guy on the couch as he says that. That's funny, no? I don't know. I think it's funny. It's funny. Emilio, my love. Yeah, but I love bread. I'm not Italian. I'm Albanian. But fucking Italy is the boot that fucking kicks the fucking country that I'm pretty much from. So it's like fucking Italy's here, we here, you know what I'm saying? It's like fucking same fucking thing. That's why Italians and Albanians compete with each other all the time. Bro, it's the same thing. We're all the same thing. Even Dominicans and Puerto Ricans and Black people, I'm like, you really think you're that much different from us? Come to an Albanian house and we'll see how different you really are. We are so much alike, all of our cultures. We just do things a little different, but the culture, the traditions, they're so seated. There's so much similarities that it's crazy. Yeah. Bread is like one of my favorite things. Look, man, I do want to lose weight and look good and all that, but let me tell you something. Sometimes I'm like, yo, didn't we come on earth to be humans and enjoy things like that? Like where we're from spiritually, there's no food up there and shit like that. We came here to enjoy that shit. And like, now we got all these people making us feel guilty about eating meat. And the other day I read that Nestle products have baby fetus shit in it. So I turned around to my mom today and I go, Mom, I was like, I gotta tell you something. You know that Nestle, and I used to love that creamer, the Nestle creamer, the fucking Nestle creamer, the natural one that's like it's not milk, whatever. It's non-dairy creamer, and it's the wafer was my favorite one. And I read this fucking thing, and it said, "Thank you, Gabrielle." Yeah, but I read this fucking thing, and it said that Nestle is using baby fetus matter in their thing, and it's a sacrificial shit. And I'm like, yo, I gotta stay off the fucking internet, man. They just fucked it up for me. So I turn around to my mom today, and I go, Mom, Exactly right. When I heard a person in Italian and Spanish talking back and forth in Spanish and Italian, they understood each other. Yeah, because of the boat, I get a boat. I'll be watching those fucking Spanish telenovelas. I love them shits, bro. Fucking La Reina del Flow and all that good shit. But anyway, I go, Mom, you know what they were saying about Nestle products, especially the coffee creamer you use? She goes, what? And I said that they use baby fetus in it. They use baby fetus in it, and it's like a sacrificial, ritualistic thing that you're doing by consuming that product. She goes like this, okay, it's only babies. Now, the light in me was like, Mom, but the darkness in me started cracking up because I like, did she just say that? She was like, it's only babies. So what? So she's like, it's not a full grown human. I was like, Mom. She's like, what? She's like, it's only babies. I was like, oh my God. All vaccines have fetus tissue in them. I strongly believe it. Yeah, here, because there's this a medium told me that dead people said life is for the living and they want us to enjoy good foods over here. However, a lot of stuff we eat makes us die sooner and get sick. So I don't know. Ooh, also, thank you for that message. That's a fact. You know what's the interesting thing? People swallow kids every day. I get it. Is that what you meant? You know what's the interesting thing? They had that. Like, where are all the babies that are aborted going, right? Like, so they have like, they say that they take the spinal cord out of the baby fetus because it's the, what is that thing called? From a baby? It's stem cell research, stem cell, that's what they're doing with all that. And that they say like all of those babies, like where are they actually going? You know what I'm saying? Like where, and then they started like saying that they're being used to spread it to humanity so that we can engage in ritualistic, cannibalistic practices with these entities that are controlling the, we don't know who's doing what. I stopped eating meat for one reason and one reason only. I saw a couple of videos that it just made me turned off to it. It's not even about, ew, meat's gross. Cause I always think baby lamb was my shit. I'm glad I can get pregnant. A few toxic situations avoided. Billy, baby lamb chops. Oh my God, what? Boy, they sacrifice them in the rituals. That's because they taint in the foods we eat, 100%. But let me tell you, baby lamb chops, bro. But then I started like watching videos of baby lambs and I was like, I can't, oh, they're so cute. Now I just look at shit like, sometimes I'm just not gonna lie to you, chickens, I just be wanting to punch them in the face. Like, shut the dumb chicken. Yo, I have this thing with chickens. Every time they get around me, they try to fight me and shit. Chickens be on some other shit, bro. Like they be wilding. And I don't like the level of disrespect they show me when they're like fucking smaller than me, trying to fucking disrespect me and got me running away like I'm the chicken. But that ass, those motherfuckers. Yo, chickens and roosters are fucking savage. They will fuck you up. You ever got attacked by a rooster? I have posted some videos of you guys with my black rooster. That motherfucker was savage. Like, he didn't just go attack your legs. That motherfucker flew up. He tried to get an eyeball out. That motherfucker was evil, bro. That motherfucker was evil. Like, he'd be like, caw, caw, caw. And I'd come out and he'd be like, caw, 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 bitch. Like, and I say, he put his fucking wings out like this and was like, caw, 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 bitch, what's up? Like, Naomi. Naomi, look at me, Naomi. Yo, like, he came out the fucking pen, like, choosing violence every day. I'm like feeding them, giving them shit. What do they do? I'm like, okay, you guys want to come out? Start chasing me. I'm like, Yo, bitch, I just freed you, bro. I freed you. You on the level. Turkeys too, they be on some disrespectful shit. Birds, they just disrespectful. Birds, they just disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Chicken wars. Yo, those motherfuckers. Yo, I know someone who tied up the chicken because it would attack their dogs. For real, chickens are wild, bro. The roosters, though, the motherfuckers. Woo! You motherfucker, bitch. As someone who dabbles in the spirit realm, I never know if it's a bug or a ghost. So yeah, I am going to, as tough as I am, I'm still like, please don't fucking, please don't jump me, scare me, scare jump. Flo gonna wake up the hood. Yeah. I did one and peed myself. No, I did that yesterday. Nadia. I called you Naomi. Yeah, I'm fucking retarded. The other day I was talking to my friend. I hadn't seen her in a while though. Her name was Stasa. Her name's Stasa. I kept calling her Natasha. Bro, I haven't seen her in like 6 years though. And I'm like, listen, Natasha, you know. If she stops the conversation, she goes, Flo, just one second. Can I stop you for a second? I was like, yeah, why? She goes, yo, you know my name's not Natasha, right? I'm like, what? I'm like, yo, what the fuck are you talking about? She goes, Flo, my name is Stasa, not Natasha. I'm like, no, I knew that. I just Mercury and retrograde again. You got me again, motherfucker. Almost every time I can't sleep, it's because you're on a live. I'm sorry, the outcast. Yeah, I felt so bad. She stopped the whole conversation. She's like, Flo, I love you, but like I'm just gonna say I didn't want to make you uncomfortable, but this whole time you've been calling me Natasha. My name's Natasha. I was like, we haven't talked for 6 years. Like, you got the giggles tonight, Flo. A little bit, yeah. You know what? Spirit has been telling me to find more joy in everything that I do. And if you guys knew that all day long, all I'm trying to do is learn stuff and read stuff and watch a documentary and listen to this, because the more knowledge I retain, I feel like I can give that back to you guys. I go to sleep with Lao Tzu the Chang. I listen to the Hermetica, Thoth, the Book of Genesis, documentaries on Mary and this and that to try to retain information on everything. And then sometimes my moon is in Aquarius. Sometimes I just like, I'm told by my spirit guides, like, yo, lighten the fuck up, like, chill out. It's not all, I know that I was a great philosopher in a past life because I always want to learn new ways of thinking. That's what philosophers are. The great thinkers, Socrates, Hermes, all of them, And that's my cue. Oh, it's you. I'm being loud.
Loud enough to wake me up.
Sorry. You did say I was going to wake up the whole hood. I didn't know I was being loud. It's 4 a.m. It's 4. You can laugh. It's 1:30. Flo is my lover. I'm the Aquarius. Let me guess, it's bedtime. I got sun in the 9th house, so sounds about right. Yeah, the outcast, that happens to me a lot too. I wake up out of my sleep too, a lot. I just did the same thing looking for the honey. I was like, oh, not in the cabinet. What do you want? Because I've been looking at these bags for a while now. I might be able to say, oh, you don't know what you want. Want some coconut milk? Found that. Jesus. Good choice. She got the rainbow cakes, the Italian rainbow cakes. Well, no shit, silly. I know you're Aquarius moon like me, but what house? Oh, what house? I don't know. I don't really keep track of what houses I have. I have the list in my room. It's like on the side of my thing, but I can't remember my chart. Like I get like, it's too much to remember. What? I'm on lives. Do you think I'm just talking to myself? Like,
People don't sleep.
what, these people don't sleep? She said, we obviously all don't sleep. We're here in the live together. She's like, who are you talking to? I'm like, myself. I just have two cameras facing me right now, but I'm literally talking to myself. My mom said, you people don't sleep. I don't know, Lala. I don't pay attention to that. I wouldn't say I'm in this. Okay, so I was watching this, again, watching another documentary, and I was reading up on something, and so the whole world operates like, you would say from sun up till sundown, right? Dusk till dawn. The whole world operates on that schedule. Some people's rhythmic vibrations are better at night. That's what they were saying, because I will clean a whole house at night. I write good at night. Something about when it's nighttime, my body, it wakes up. It's just like, whoa, it's time to go. It's time to go. Some people's rhythmic motion inside of them really do have a better like clock, or better, whatever the organisms that are in your body, your DNA, whatever. Some of us are nocturnal beings, just like you have the hamster that we had, right? He would all day sleep. As soon as the night falls, he's on the fucking wheel, going, running around. And I'm like, yo, I'm that fucking hamster. Like, sunlight, I love the sun. I really, really do love the sun, love it. Like, but I can't sit in the sun too long. The brightness of it, like, it's just a lot for me. I'm like, oh, it's too hot. It's too hot. It's too hot. Like, I get really like, ooh, what was that? Yo, what the fuck? Look, man. Bro, did something just touch me, or was that my hair? Because my guy, I just felt something just touched me. You know what, Spirit? You better stop playing with me. By my queens for the 10th time. So some of us just have like a night rhythmic pattern that, and then also, does it change for me when I go to sleep early at night? If I go to sleep early at night, still, when I wake up in the morning, still, even if I get 9 hours of sleep, I don't want to be up that early. Like, I don't want to start operating until like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. It's just something about my body, my brain, my mind, the way I am, that likes the nighttime better. It's just, I feel more alive. My brain activity is on fire during that night. During the daytime, it's more like, okay, we got to do this. We got to do that. It's like during the day, I'm more focused on like tasks and responsibility. And during the night, I'm always like creative, and I'm expressive, and I'm free to be me type of feeling. You know what I mean? So I swear something just touched my ear. The only reason I'm bugging is because just because I don't want to kill this stink bug, I also don't want it crawling on me. But now Bill Gates poisoning the air. Lala, bitch, I was saying this the other day. People are like, yo, like, we're getting sick because we're spreading it to each other. No, that shit was in the air. And also I said, what's another way to easily spread a illness or a virus? If you want people to end up needing the vaccine, or saying, I need the vaccine now, because they needed to spread it much faster, what's the best way to do it? Buy out these large companies that sell what? The masks. Because anybody else wore a mask, and then you come home, you're not breathing right for like 3 days. Like, what's the easiest way to infect people? If they could buy out big pharma, and they could buy out Moderna and all these Johnson & Johnson and all that, what do you think? They can't do it with the masks? They can. Maybe the sun drains us. You think the sun drains us? Like, they say it gives you energy and vitamin D and all that stuff. Yeah, but I don't know about you, but I feel like I'm 900 pounds in the sun. Skinny or this size or skinny, I always felt like I was a fat cow in the sun. I always felt like that. I was always like, how much further until we walk all? I can't. And the sun, the desert, right? I was watching this concept of like why people think that it was normal to like, the son of God, to like God punishes you, because people that were from the desert, they came up with this concept that God punishes you because they lived in the desert, and the sun was considered God, and God was burning down on them on the desert. So they felt they were being punished by God because of the bad things that they did. And we carried that concept over till now. Ooh, the fact that I remembered that right now. Whoa. He has billions invested in chemtrails. I've been saying this since day one, A1 day one. I wear my own cloth. That's good. That's good. See the fact that I remember that? Did you just hear what I just said? I just dropped some wise bombs on you. Gates and Soros bought the testing place for all his BS. 100%. Listen, by now you should know that. But here's the thing. Here's how I look at it. They can't affect me no more. So here's the thing. Like in the beginning, I was like, oh my God, they're going to control us. No. Let me tell you something. As shit worst comes to worst, humanity ain't going to let it go down. We have fought to be free before, and we'll do it again. And they know that, damn right. They know damn right. And these people that are sitting there in their vaccine world and the confusions and illusions, believe you me, the truth always comes to light, and they will discover that all of it is bullshit, and it was all a fucking facade, and it was a pandemic from the get. And then they will also go against what they thought was, let's say, even if the ones that got the so-called mark of the beast, which I'm not going to call it that, but I'm saying, let's say they so-called got the mark of the beast, when the truth finally comes to light, those who are wise will be like, I don't give a fuck if I got it already. I'm against this. I didn't know it was against my free will, and that's it. And they'll go against the masses, like the controlling energies. Like we are not, humans are not weak. One thing that people are not misunderstanding, the concept that you think that humanity is that weak to allow the government or the powers that be to control them, that's not going to happen. Humanity is very, very, very strong. And when push comes to serve, when push comes to shove, I said serve, we were put here to believe that we're here to serve is what I'm hearing. Okay, well, then that's fine. You got your vaccine. Nobody's judging you for that. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But I'm just saying, for those people who know and they just don't need it, and it's just like, it is what it is, like natural law. If I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. Also, Bill Gates purchased the land in Idaho that grows potatoes that sell the McDonald's for their French fries, which I'm gonna tell you something, Lala. I told my daughter that the other day. I said, Eliana, you are not allowed to eat McDonald's no more. I said, they are poisoning the French fries and they're poisoning the food. You're not eating that no more. You understand that, right? She was like, what? I was like, they're poisoning the food. You're not, that's it. So she knows now. She's not, she can't have McDonald's French fries, none of that. And it's sad because kids fucking love McDonald's French fries. I love them shits, man. Now we gotta fucking worry about our kids being poisoned. Was worried about it, forced to get it though, to go to the club. I wouldn't say that was forced, really. The masses of, yeah, exactly, is the vaccine chip. Well, I believe all of that stuff, but also I believe that humanity is not dumb, and when push comes to shove, we've always, there's nothing new under the sun. Look back at history. Every time a governmental power has tried to take over us, we have come together. Humanity has come together. Because right now what's going on in Canada, Australia, listen, man, they're going to start to wake up. These people are going to start, like right now in Canada, they're doing large protests, huge. American news won't talk about that because they don't want you to see that the tyranny is happening over there. They're already starting to control these people like communists and trying to tell them this is how you're going to live and this is what you're going to do, period. They have no freedom. They're on lockdown and shit, like fucking, and at some point, how long are you going to keep people locked up? It's like a person in jail. If they're not focused and mentally saying, this is where I am, this is where I belong. If you throw someone in jail and you're like, you're just going to sit in that cell, eventually, if you threw a bunch of people in those cells and they're just sitting in those cells, eventually, the second those people get an opportunity to turn on, you see jail riots happen all the time. The second they get this opportunity to be free, they will be. This is why I don't worry, because I know no matter what, humanity is always going to come together when it's time, Yeah, exactly. Do not comply to the tyranny. You said it, sister. Oh, my butthole. I hate when I sit long on my butthole. It feels like it gets hot in there. Like I need air. I just need to go put it in cold water, drop some ice down my pants. I don't like that heat in my butthole shit. Ass crack on fire and shit. Americans need to wake up because a lot of us are believing everything they were told now. Yeah, ATL Songbird, babe. Oh, ATL Songbird. I love that. A lot of people are believing what they're told. McChicken, fries, and Oreo McFlurry be bussin'. My daughter loves it. She dips the shit in the fucking Oreo. But you know, that shit's gotta stop. That just gotta stop. But I understand because when I was a kid, no, you're not like I tell everybody knows this about me, and it's a weird thing to know about somebody. But whenever I sit for a long time, I have to spread my butt cheeks like this and then sit because I feel like air can circulate. If not, I feel like it's like just my butthole's like, help me. I can't breathe. I shouldn't say like I always look at parts of my body like they have a soul. Because they do, right? Essentially, right? Wait, laugh at myself. No. No. My poor asshole is like, I can't breathe. Like when I have a bra on, my boobs literally talk to me. They're like, I can't, you need to take this off. Like, I don't know what the fuck this contraption is, but get it off me now. Get it off, get it off, get it off, get it off, quick. That's how I feel. Like my breasts are talking to me. Like when I have a hat on, my head is like, there's something squeezing. I can't, it's like they're talking to me. My body parts are telling me like, this is not going to work for me. You need to do something about this. Like now, I'm uncomfortable. Yeah, so like I said, humanity's strong enough, man. We are strong. We are powerful beings, and eventually we all come together and figure it out. You know what I'm saying to you? Like we all come together eventually and figure it out. Like we're not stupid, okay? When we started off as slaves, and everybody's like Black people, white people, Mexican people, we were all slaves at one point. Do you not understand that we were created to be slaves for the Anunnaki, the ancient Sumerians, Enki and Enlil, the brothers that were brought down through the Osiris and all of these deities that we are all looking at now, and they were brought here to first of all mine gold, and they created humans in a lab, and this is real talk, and they created humans in a lab to be their personal slaves, and because they didn't want their own kind getting tired out, and honestly a lot of their own kind were like, the Anunnaki was like, we're not doing that shit. The Sumerians, they're like, I'm not fucking. So they created humanity to do that. This is where you get the concept of Adam and Eve. Adam was created, right? And then Eve was created, right? Adam needed a partner. No, there was one brother who was like the evil one, and he wanted to take over the plot, everything, and he wanted to mine gold, and he didn't give a fuck about humans. And the other brother was all about like ascension and evolution, and his wife was all about it too. And she was like, no, you need to create a woman, and they did it through Adam's rib, right? Which also is, again, we're talking about the bone, right? The DNA taken from out of Adam and put it into. You're looking at it like Adam's rib created Eve. It's like, that's like a scientific creation, like in a lab somewhere. Like, oh, just take a piece of his rib and see if that the part of that DNA, you can't create a female out of it. And we were created without consciousness, and we're like, okay, I'll build your pyramids and do this and do that and mine your gold for you. And then boom, the other brother, there was Enki and Enlil. And just to be sure, because I don't want to, you hear Cain and Abel, all these people are pretty much the same things. And then one of the brothers was like, no, we need to, help them. They're slaves. I don't think they know. And then the wife was also like, let's give them a soul and a consciousness. And then that's where the serpent comes in. Hey, eat this apple. And that's like a representation for the knowledge they gave us, the information, like, hey, that tool you're using, you could use that to build your own house. You could do this. And then humans were like, what? And then we went against them. We rebelled against them. And then they left our planet like, oh shit, they're wild and we got to go. You know what I'm saying? Like they fought us back, but then they left. That was a story they told us though. Exactly. So is that who we are praying to as God? That's who a lot of people are praying to. When they pray to like people, I believe strongly when people are praying to people like God and like, the Vatican, the Catholic Church, like when you look at the Catholic Church, the Vatican, what he wears on his head, he's wearing literally a hat that represents the fish god, a fish god, which was in ancient Sumeria. And there's depicted in the ancient Egyptian tombs, and it's a man with a half man, half fish. And when everybody's like baptizing their children, think about it. Half man, half fish, baptize children in the water and all that. And Jesus did it, but did it in another way. You don't know who you're following. That's why I only pray to source. the creator of everything I look up to, and I'm like, that cool, what Jesus did is dope, and Mary's the bomb, and Fatima and all the other saints, and I look up to them. But when I want to pray, I pray to the original source that created everything, the sun, the moon, the darkness, the light, the void, the after, everything, the creator to the creators of all creators. And then what vibrates from there is everything with light, right? Because if God said, let there be light, I'm with God who's saying, yes, let there be light. You see what I'm saying? And it has nothing to do with me being against other religions, because you could believe whatever you want. Whoever you follow, listen, I support you, babe. If you like the Catholic religion, you like the Christian, you like Muslim, I support it, because I think it's a beautiful thing, because it keeps a lot of people connected to spirit and loving God. So I think it's a beautiful thing. Do I think that a lot of these things distort our reality of what religion really is supposed to be about, which is connecting to God, spirit, love, not judging other people, being forgiving others? Yeah, because a lot of the times it's like, now you got Catholics and Christians and Muslims and Jews hating each other, when that's not what God is. God is love. Love. That's what God is, love. And if God is love, how are we competing with each other? Like, your religion's better than mine. Mine is better than, does that, you know what I'm saying? It just doesn't, they don't connect with me. Is saying the Most High okay when you pray? Well, if you think about the saying the Most High, it's the most out of everybody, right? It's the most, like, you're the most prettiest, right? Because I don't even see anybody as pretty or ugly anymore, because when you see something as beautiful, that means that you see things as ugly. So I just see things as they are. Sometimes I got to catch myself, because I'll do a little quick, like, ooh, quick judgment, but I have to catch myself, like, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? The highest frequency, the highest vibration, the highest of love, love is the source of everything. Love is the source of everything. Anything that's created is initially created out of love, because even the darkness creates things out of love. Listen to this. I came up with this myself, and tell me if you think it makes sense. Yeah, exactly, Lala. Exactly. So everything is literally created from love and out of love. Even if you quote unquote the demons, right? Let's say you believe in demons. If a demon tortures someone, why do they do it? Because they love doing it. You see what I'm saying to you? So really, what they don't understand is that they think they're doing something evil, but they're doing something out of the love that they have for evil, right? Just like when a person does good, they do it out of the love they have for doing good or forgiving or whatever it is, right? You see the concept? It all stems from the same place, which is, you know what? It all stems from the same place, which is love. Does that make sense to you guys? What do you think about that? I thought about that. I was like, you know what? No, I'm just getting like vibrated on my body here and there. So yeah, something's definitely, you see what I'm saying to you? Does that make sense to you? That's why I don't judge nothing anymore, even if it's something that's done out of quote unquote evil, because essentially they're doing it out of the love of evil that they have, the love they have. Oh, it just got hot right here. Out of the love they have for evil. And people do the goodness out of the good they love they have for goodness. You see what I'm saying? So it's coming from the same place, which is love. So you could do all the evil you want. I still know that you're vibrating in the energy of love, because you're doing that because you love it. So gotcha. Gotcha, motherfucker. You love something. You love it. I don't love anything. I'm a demon. I'm evil. But you love being evil though, right? Oh, I love being evil. Shit is amazing. Bitch, you fucking got me. Gotcha, sucker. You know what I'm saying? No, I know, Lala, but just hear me out. Listen to what I'm saying to you. They want to know about the souls. Just hear me out, because again, they're still doing shit out of love. God's flow. It's a shame we live all the way across the land apart, but it's so good to connect with you, my homie, for real, because we would be sitting down talking for hours over this. Me and you, all of us in here, all of us. You know what I'm saying? Love is stronger than pride. Yeah, so, you're saying, girl, fuck them, but Ken, you got to understand the relationship that I have with darkness and light. And whether you want to see it like that or anybody else wants to see it like that, I thank every energy for bringing me to where I am today, because they've taught me so much about me. And essentially, we've worked sort of together to learn about our journeys, whether you know it or not. You've worked with the darkness too, and you didn't even, it's not you were doing it intentionally. You work with them in some form or another, and they don't even know that they're still doing God's work by doing things to torment humanity or bother you and all that. They're actually working for God, because God needs that to enlighten people. Sometimes some people need to experience evil frequency and low vibrational frequencies in order to wake up. That's how I had my spiritual awakening. I got you, Ugg. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm telling you. I didn't, I don't take that. How about I told you bring too much negative energy when I just speak my mind. I think I trigger people. Well, that's the thing. Oh, you convinced me there. Yeah. Uh-huh. You love it. Oh, you convinced me. Whoa. Heat. All right, it's the heat. I hate the dark side of me because I hurt people. Well, that's the thing. You got to stop hating the dark side of yourself. You have to look at your shadow. The way I've learned to approach darkness inside of me or the shadow is to stop and stare at it in the face. So imagine whatever you hate about the way you do things, or whatever you hate about the darkness, stop and just look at it. Like, act like it's standing there in front of you. It doesn't have to be an actual image of something, but you could be like, shadow, what am I learning from this? And why are you approaching me with these thoughts? And why do you keep bringing this up for me? What is it that I'm learning from you right now, shadow? And usually you'll feel a feeling or a sense or something, and then say, thank you, shadow. I love you, shadow. Always send love and light, because let me tell you something, unless it gets to that point where the love and light's not working, then you could be like, hey, enough of this. I'm not going to accept it. And I have boundaries, and you will respect it. But, always, I love you and thank you for understanding. Goodbye. You know what I mean? You got to be like, you got to learn to love everything, no matter how much what, because hate is exactly what they want out of you. If their job is to make you hate things or to make you look at things like it's bad, then they're doing their job, unless you don't give into it. And you just say, look, I'm a little angry right now. I'm going to work through these emotions and I'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying to you? But if you hurt people, that makes you aware. So you're consciously able to make a difference. You're right, though. You're right. I love every experience. The energy is heating up in there. Yeah, it's a little warm in here. Anyway, you guys, okay, it's getting a little late. I'm going to go because tomorrow we have a lot of packing to do. And I already know I got to get up and pack tomorrow. And like I already told you, I don't wake up in the morning. So probably like 11, 12 o'clock, I'll be like, oh, it's time to pack now. All right, good night, guys. I love you. Love you all so much. It was so amazing being with you guys, hanging out with you.